What if I told you that one of the poorest landlocked nations in the world just pulled off $1 billion economic miracle, without loans, without permission, and without warning? Burkina Faso, once dismissed as fragile, chaotic, and hopeless, has generated $1.1 billion in gold revenue in just 90 days. No headlines. No fanfare. Just bold leadership, a fierce young president, and a country that said, no more begging. No more stealing. The gold is ours now. This isn't just a story about gold. This is about sovereignty, power, and a continent rewriting its destiny. Classical Building Chapter 1. The Forgotten Nation with Golden Blood. For decades, Burkina Faso was a name most of the world couldn't find on a map. No ocean. No skyscrapers. No oil fields. Just dust, heat, and hardship. But what they couldn't see beneath that red earth was treasure. Gold. Billions of dollars of it. Foreign mining giants saw it though. They came quietly, dug deep, took what they wanted, shipped it overseas, left the people with nothing but scars in the ground. For years the people watched, while their schools crumbled, their roads cracked, and foreign companies got rich. Then came Captain Ibrahim Traoré, 36 years old, a former military captain. Sure, direct, unapologetically African. He looked around and asked a question the whole world had ignored. Why are we poor, when our soil is rich? And with that, everything began to change. High Voltage Chapter 2, the $1.1 billion gold shock. In 2025, while the world was spiraling, hyperinflation, interest rate chaos, currency devaluation, one asset quietly surged: gold. In 6 months, prices skyrocketed 27%. Analysts began whispering it could hit $120,000 per kilo before year's end. Where most leaders saw uncertainty, Captain Traoré saw opportunity. While other countries begged for IMF loans or foreign aid, Burkina Faso flipped the script. From June to September 2025, the nation shocked everyone by generating $1.1 billion in gold revenue. Let that sink in. A country with a GDP of around $18 billion just earned 6% of that in a single quarter, from gold alone. But this wasn't magic. It wasn't luck. It was the result of bold action and a full-on economic rebellion. Acts Chapter 3, the mining coup. Traoré didn't start by printing slogans or holding flashy press conferences. He started by taking the gold back. Between August 2024 and June 2025, his administration targeted 5 mining companies operating in Burkina Faso. 2 of them, Wakan Gold SA and Samafubango SA, controlled 90% of 2 major gold mines. Burkina Faso owned just 10%. That changed overnight. The government nationalized both mines. Burkina Faso now owns 100%. 3 other exploration companies had their licenses revoked and handed back to the people. The message was clear. We're not asking anymore. The gold belongs to us now. And for the first time, the mines began digging for Burkinabe futures, not foreign profits. Firecracker Chapter 4, exposing the lies. You think that was bold? Traoré wasn't done. Next, he launched a full national gold audit. Every contract, every gram, every deal signed behind closed doors. What he found was jaw-dropping. Ghost mines, legal on paper, empty on the ground. Rigged scales, underweighing exported gold. False declarations, gold hidden in offshore accounts. Private jets, leaving weekly stuffed with gold bars. And what did Traoré do? He didn't bury it. He broadcast it. High-ranking officials? Fired. Foreign companies? Banned. Smugglers? Arrested. Then came the masterstroke. The creation of a national gold registry and transparency portal. Now every citizen can see where the gold is mined, where it goes, and how much tax it brings in real time. The theft was over. The people were watching. Moneybag Chapter 5. Real gold, real change. So what happens when $1.1 billion in gold flows into your country, and you don't steal it? You invest it. Under Traoré, gold revenue began transforming lives. Water wells in drought-hit villages. Solar-powered clinics in rural towns. Laptops in classrooms that once had no electricity. Maternity wards with working generators. Paved roads connecting forgotten regions. Under a new mine-to-market policy, villages near mines now get equity dividends. That's right. When gold is extracted, local communities receive a share of the profits. No bribes. No broken promises. Just real cash for real people. This isn't communism. It's common sense. It's economic justice. Child Medium Skin Tone Chapter 6. Gold for the future, youth on the rise. Traoré understands, gold won't last forever. But if you invest wisely, its impact can. Enter the Gold to Growth Initiative, a youth-powered transformation. Today, thousands of young Burkinabe are studying geology, mining technology, engineering, sustainable agriculture, drone innovation, environmental protection. These programs are funded directly from gold profits. Mining companies are now required by law to hire locals, train interns, build community learning centers. Because Traoré's vision isn't about digging forever. It's about digging deep now, so we can rise higher tomorrow. Scissors Chapter 7, Killing the Middlemen. Africa's biggest problem isn't lack of wealth. It's leaks, middlemen, consultants, foreign brokers, corrupt fixers. Traoré didn't just identify the leak. He shut the pipe. Now Burkina Faso's gold is refined inside the country, exported with full taxation, tracked digitally from mine to vault. The nation is building its first large-scale gold refinery. No more sending raw or abroad just to buy it back at inflated prices. The message? You want our gold? Build here. Pay fair. Or leave. Globe showing Europe-Africa Chapter 8. The global system shaken. Western analysts were stunned. How could a coup-led country, labeled unstable, outperform major economies overnight? Forecasts were revised. Investors took notice. Think tanks fell silent. Because if Burkina Faso can do it, then so can Mali, Niger, Chad, a whole region tired of being resource-rich and aid-poor. This wasn't just revenue. It was a challenge to the system. A shock to the colonial playbook. A reminder that Africa is watching and waking up. Shield Chapter 9, A President They Can't Silence. They've tried to stop him. More than 20 assassination attempts. He walks without fear. He speaks without permission. He governs without compromise. He's not asking France or the IMF for directions. He's funding schools, clinics, and infrastructure with his country's gold. He's even working with Mali and Niger to launch a gold-backed regional currency, breaking free from the CFA franc, a relic of French colonial control. This is more than economics. This is liberation. Ibrahim Traoré isn't just a president. He's a symbol, a fire, a blueprint. Compass Chapter 10, A Blueprint for Africa. Burkina Faso's revolution isn't just inspiring. It's replicable. Across West Africa, leaders are watching. Activists are organizing. Communities are demanding ownership of their wealth. This could be Africa's second independence, not from colonial flags but from economic chains. Because gold isn't a curse. It's a card, and Burkina Faso just played it better than anyone ever imagined. Rocket Final Message, a call to the future. This story isn't about Burkina Faso alone. It's about what happens when a country stands up and says, enough. Enough of fake aid. Enough of stolen futures. Enough of watching children go hungry while wealth flies out on private jets. $1.1 billion in 90 days isn't just a headline. It's hope. It's proof. It's power. So the real question isn't, can Africa rise? It's, who's next? If this story moved you, like it, share it, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Is Burkina Faso rewriting Africa's destiny? Or is this the beginning of a global revolution? Because this time, history isn't being written in Paris. It's being mined in Ouagadougou.